Good morning, everyone, and today I'm going to show you how to pair your TLD traffic lights in radio mode. Now, when you open up the primary unit, the first thing that you'll notice is the unit mode selection. You will have master, slave, and GPS. As we're doing this in radio mode, we're going to select master. Once we selected master, we're going to just press on the arrow down here to continue. Next, we have the intersection name. Now, the intersection name doesn't need to be entered right now. It's just the name that you're going to give your signal plan once it's finished. So for now, we'll just ignore it and press the arrow to continue. Next, we have the traffic pattern that we want. So you'll see that there's a variety of different patterns that you can choose from. There's single light, shuttle, two-way, T-junction, and crossroads. The most common one that we're going to see is shuttle, where one side of the road is closed and you basically have the flow of traffic going from one side to another while one light is red and the other one is green, and then they'll switch. So we'll just go with that one for today, and we'll just press the arrow to continue. Next is the driving side. So that's just the driving side of the road wherever you are in the world. So in this case, it'll be the right side. So we'll just select the right side and the arrow. Next is the radio frequency. Now, these can be either hardwired or used in radio frequency. The radio frequency is the default option that traffic lights will come with. So you'll just select a frequency at this point. So we'll just go with, for example, 5, and we'll just press the arrow to continue. The default mode is what's going to play on your traffic lights when there's nothing active, or if there's an alarm, some sort of issue. Basically, when there's nothing active on the sign, this is what's going to play. So you can have flashing red, solid red, or yellow. So we'll just leave it at flashing red for now and press the arrow. Next is the startup phase. So the startup is basically the boot up phase. So when you press play on your touchscreen and activate your signal plan, it's going to go into the sort of boot up phase, which is typically a solid red light. So we'll just leave it like that and press the arrow to continue. Next is the device discovery. So we're unit 1 and we are the primary unit, so the master unit, and we want to sync this up with our secondary unit. So you'll have to walk over to your secondary unit, select slave on the touchscreen, and then just go through the similar steps that we just went through until it says that the unit is ready to be discovered. When it's ready to be discovered, you'll walk back to the primary unit here and press scan, and it's going to try and communicate with the other unit. If it does, we'll see it show up in the device list here. So for example, the unit 3. And what we're going to do is we're going to assign it into a zone. So in this case, we're going to assign it to zone 2 because we are the primary unit and we're already in zone 1 from what you can see down here. So when you're pairing these lights together, you want to make sure that your zone 1 equals 1 and zone 2 equals 1. That just basically indicates that each zone has one unit assigned to it. And once that's done, we would just press the arrow to continue. Your controllers will reboot and you'll be able to program your traffic phase. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that the units must have direct line of sight when being used in radio mode, and the maximum distance that you can use is 1 mile in US or 1.4 kilometers. So just keep that in mind when you're setting these up. The easiest way to do it is to have them sort of side by side, pair them together, and then deploy them and make sure they have a good line of sight. And we'll see here, configured with success, it'll reboot and we'll be good to go.